All right, it's the rundown. Valentine's Day. It's brought to you by NASCAR. They're teaming up with Barstool for the 2019 Daytona 500 on February 17th. You got to play Bloody Knuckles with him. Dan, Kate, Chaps, Cons, and $20 Chef are down there for the Barstool tailgate, and they're doing a live show, and then they're going to be sitting in the midway, so you can go hang out with them. All the tickets are sold out now, but if you catch the guys down at Daytona, say what's up. And if you can't make it down there, be sure to watch the Daytona 500 this Sunday, 2:30 on Fox. It's the Daytona 500.
Yeah, Dan started playing Bloody Knuckles with me yesterday.
We start off.
Bloody Knuckles?
Maybe that's what the Jared and White Sox Dave should do. Just bloody knuckles till one guy cries.
Do it. Bleed. Bleed.
Your fucking fat fingers are
They're
hard
very
to keep up with.
insulated.
During the show.
During
Yeah.
the show.
Who won?
Didn't
Have
end
you
well
ever
for
seen
Dan.
these guys'
Didn't
fat
end well for
hands?
Dan.
You
That's-
can't damage those things. He was laughing the whole time. Not even an ounce of pain.
Yeah, I would get fucking destroyed doing
Yeah.
that.
Those fat paws. It's like a hoof.
What do you think about me wearing red on Valentine's Day?
Ooh. I automatically thought it was just you being a loser Tiger fan.
That was a Tiger thing too.
But-
I don't think it's a
I
loser
don't
fan,
hate
but
that.
the
Was
Tiger
this
thing.
intentional?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I
mean,
was
it
looking
is-
through the
it's
closet.
pretty
like
fucking
your St.
corny.
Patrick's Day?
Huh?
You make it like your St. Patrick's Day, like you wear green?
You know,
I
I've
do
never
green on
done it
St.
before.
Pat's.
The only reason I bring it up, I made the
not to.
conscious decision. I was just looking in my closet,
And it was there.
and I was looking for the different, like, what color I want to go with today, and I thought, oh, Valentine's Day, red.
I think that's fair. I think if you woke up in the morning like, I gotta go get my favorite red sweater, you're a fucking loser. But if you open up your closet and there's a red sweater, you're like, hey, it's Valentine's
why
Day.
not?
That's pretty much
Now,
what
the flip side, though, is that I work for Barstool, and I try to do anything I can to not stand out. So I would be like, I'm not going to be the loser who wore red.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I wear
But
like enough colors that I
then-
don't think people noticed.
The third side of the coin is Dave isn't here, so who cares? You know, you're not going to get called out for anything. It's just going to be normal people who are like, whatever, you're wearing red.
I do like that anytime I wear red, I'm immediately associated with like,
Tiger.
oh, that guy's a big Tiger fan.
Tough look for you with
It's
the in and out,
nice
though.
to Tiger. Like, you know how great you have to be to just take a color?
Yeah, that's baller.
Like, it's just like a red
Like
Tiger.
a primary color.
Yeah, like the world used to think like red is like stop, and then they were like, now red's tiger.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
could
big
maybe
power
grab a
move.
fuchsia if I wanted to, but taking a red is...
No, to the point where other players are bullied out of wearing red on TV.
Right.
Like, they
Yeah.
can't.
If
The
you
Patrick Reed,
Come,
right?
Yeah, Patrick Reed, legit,
mean-
when he won the Masters, was like, no, you got to wear pink. You can't wear red.
What are you doing here, bud?
That's the true power. Like, you can wear a color all the time, but when other people stop wearing that color is when it's officially yours.
Yeah, I got fucked with my in and out take.
Yeah, that sucks.
I was on a heater, I was
Tiger
getting a
you hit?
bunch of steam, and I was like, Five Guys is way better. We were blowing the doors off people. It was going great, and then all of a sudden yesterday, or 2 days ago, Tiger. just
So are
ate
you
me.
I mean,
standing
you're
by?
right. You're still right.
I know I'm right, but it's
But-
just,
Well, that's the thing. Are you going to stand by it, or are you just going to be a tiger stand?
absolutely. And there's a lot of people being like, well, there wasn't a Five Guys nearby. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
yeah.
can
There's always a spin zone.
There's always a spin
There's
zone.
always a
but
way out of it.
I'm not going to be that guy that just goes down the spin zone rabbit hole forever. Like, I understand it's a bad luck.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
bad
well,
luck. It was
Listen,
bad luck.
I don't.
was
It's
bad luck.
bad luck. Yeah, I don't think bad luck.
I mean, the guy was scoffing down it.
He was really, really into it. Yeah. He was like shoveling it down his gullet.
Right. It's like 2 days after I did a big thing, my fucking heroes all over it. So it was bad luck.
All right, we start off. We got this balcony girl. She tosses a folding chair off of like the 12th floor balcony of this building, and the internet was not happy. People were very upset about this.
I think one thing to really specify here is she was throwing it onto a highway.
Yes.
That's. I think you can maybe get a little leeway if you're throwing it into the woods, say,
That's
or
what I did.
even into like a courtyard or something along the lines.
Yeah.
You're throwing it onto a highway.
You could cause like mass murder.
That's real bad stuff.
I'm surprised more horrible shit doesn't happen like this in New York because there's roof decks everywhere. And what do people do on roof
But
decks?
that's the thing.
They drink. And then you'd think more people would just throw shit off the balconies.
That's
and-
why this chick is being so vilified, though, because even like the drunkest idiots in the world are like, I might fucking kill somebody.
I think I choose to look at the glass half full, and I think something like this really just reminds you how great everyone else in the world is.
Oh,
right?
okay.
You think of how many instances there are for people to be assholes every single day,
Right.
and malicious assholes, and really we just go about the world with
You know what?
like the rules of society.
I think
holding
about
us in
that
place.
very often, like the rules of the road. Like there are people who are mass murderers who are like, I gotta stop at a red light. We all agree to follow that, because otherwise it'd be mass chaos.
Like people could just push you in front of the train tracks every day.
Right.
We just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do get like the notion, right, where everybody goes, oh, people are the worst every time some horrible story happens. But in reality, people do a pretty good job.
Generally
Yeah.
speaking,
Real
I would say
society,
like
we're doing a pretty good
99%.
job.
As
you
far
know?
as like if we look at the history of the world, we're pretty close to doing better than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go so far to say we are doing.
No,
better
we
than ever.
definitely are. If you, I mean, you don't have to go back that far to where, like, if there was a little bit of a conflict, it was either we're gonna fucking come in and murder every person in your city. I don't care if there's a million of you, or like you have to pay us 90% taxes. That was like the only option. that was how the world
Pretty cool
worked
too,
for
though.
like
to be honest, that
5,000
sounds pretty
years.
sweet, also.
It was, but it was just very aggressive.
It's
She
like,
turns
so
out to
people.
be-
I like this lady because she really opens my eyes to how good the rest of us are.
She's a 19-year-old social media influencer.
called her a
She
lady.
got
She's
arrested.
gonna hate that.
Yeah, she's gonna be very mad. I mean,
Influencer is a tough term.
the worst. The worst. When somebody
Nobody can
called,
feel
we
good
were in
about
LA, they called us influencers, and they said that we need to cross-pollinate with other influencers, and I wanted to quit like the entire industry on the
Wanted
spot.
to
It's the worst term
Burn.
I've
in
ever heard.
society.
We were on like
I
a
mean-
barge. I wanted to burn that barge to the ground.
Yep, it was with a bunch of Insta thoughts. I was
it's-
like, I'll cross-pollinate with them, but fuck
Yeah,
this.
it's like the term like millennial on steroids.
Yeah,
You're the
it's
worst type of millennial
influencer.
imaginable. Influencer. Ugh. What does that even mean?
Make your content cross-pollinate.
If you call yourself an influencer, you're absolutely not an influencer.
Well, that's what there's a lot of people I know who openly are like, oh yeah, I'm a golf influencer. This, that. I'm like, look, I think what you're doing is great. You're making money, going to these
You
different
might
events.
even
you cannot
influence, but you
refer to
can't say it.
yourself
Yeah.
as an influencer.
You might
That's
influence
just-
the industry, but
It's not a
don't
real
fucking say
thing.
it.
It's bad.
Puke. YNW Melly.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
You're a big fan, right?
don't know what that
YNW
is.
Melly. Is YP there?
I had a feeling. Had a feeling you
what?
weren't really a big YN Melly fan.
He's got a song with Kanye?
Yeah, he like
shit.
just came out, right?
Oh, so this is great pub.
Oh, there's Kanye. Or there's
So,
YP.
talk to me about YNW Melly, bro.
It's an unfortunate situation, bro. I mean,
Were you a
who
fan
could
of
have
his?
seen it coming? He did a song with Kanye that I had listened to for the past few weeks, but gotta be honest, if he gets charged, I may have to.
You
just
jumping off the
keep
bandwagon?
listening to- No, I'm
So
gonna
that's
keep
been
listening
one of
to
your
Yeah.
go-to songs the last couple weeks?
Oh yeah.
And then it just
No,
comes out
not
and
the
kills all
murder
his
on my
friends?
mind one, not that one.
Yeah, so YNW Melly has a song that is very murdery, murder on my mind. Like the lyrics are just like, I'm gonna murder people because I have murder on my mind. Then he made it look like his two friends got murdered, and he made it look like it was, someone else murdered
It's
them.
supposed to be a drive-by.
He got
drive-by.
he got that sympathy post out
He was
there,
like,
which is
my
so
brothers have been
important.
taken, but they're
Yeah.
looking down on me from above. Like, I'll never be the same. And then, like, 2 weeks later, there's a mugshot that's like, YNW Melly arrested.
How many
for-
retweets you get for that?
Probably a lot.
I might kill a motherfucker for 2,000 retweets. But
Like if
I
we
miss
killed
my
Feidelberg, we
dogs.
would have to
Oh my
post shit
God.
like that.
If I fucking murdered Feidelberg,
You have to do those posts. I don't think he's bad for that. You know what I mean?
If I
He
yeah,
murdered-
should've
no,
killed
no,
him.
no,
If I
I
murdered
agree.
you-
No, I think he's
Yo,
smart for that.
I
You're
could
gonna
murder
kill
you.
Your
him.
next podcast ratings would be off the
through the
charts.
roof.
crazy.
And I would get away with it so easy. Nobody would think I'd murder Fights.
Ex-
Until now. I mean,
Until
now
now.
the cat's out of the bag. But prior to this, if I murdered you, nobody would think it's me.
How would you do it?
Oh, that's a
Poison your
good
fat
question.
ass.
Fuck was that, man? I wasn't asking you.
No, that's
That's
a good,
how I
no,
would
that,
do it.
that is probably a good idea because I'll just put it in like his Postmates order.
Yeah.
And his fat ass will eat it all. And he'll
Like
eat
he's
it.
so unhealthy, he just died. No one would even look
It's
into
turned
it.
into like a really negative.
You know what
guys
I
are
would
now
do?
you're just
We're just
making
trying to
fun
talk
of
about how we're gonna
Oh,
murder
I know,
me, and you
I
guys
know
are taking
exactly
it
what I would
mean.
do.
Well,
I know
you're just
exactly
taking
what I would
shots
do.
at Fighter.
I would go to that place that has the C rating that you still willingly go to and eat and get your food poisoning.
Yeah.
And then when you die, it'll be like, well, Fights is on the record saying that he intentionally goes to places with C ratings and eats bad poisoned food. I would get away with it scot-free. I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Isn't it like street cred in the rap game? Like if your buddies
yes?
die,
By the way, this is huge.
It is, but now
and you
when
live like a dangerous.
When you kill him, I think that kind of takes some of the wind out
I'm
of your
talking
sails.
pre that. I understand that that's. I don't think that's street cred. That's.
I mean,
going
They
too
were
far.
in his
This
in
would
his
not
crew.
make
They
me
were,
stop listening. If I like that guy's song, I'm gonna listen to it.
Oh no, this isn't.
Yeah.
This isn't like Brian Adams last night. That was
What happened? Did he murder somebody?
Brian Adams had a very bad night.
I didn't see that.
Wait, I want to make sure I get the name right. Brian or Ryan? Ryan Adams.
Oh, I was gonna say like
Yeah,
Summer of
it's super-
'69.
super-
Brian
That's what I was
Adams?
thinking.
Yeah. Super
My
born.
first thought, Summer '69. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
can I
did
not
see-
listen to
Who
that?
was that guy?
Brian Adams. He was married to Mandy Moore. He did like a redo of Taylor Swift's 1989 album. That was actually pretty dope. But he was like, he's R. Kelly. Basically, he's R. Kelly.
Oh, he R.
in
Kelly
fact,
himself.
In fact, he was talking in one of the he was talking to like. He was 40, talking like a 16-year-old girl.
Oh, my God.
Had like nicknames for her body parts, and like he even said in
What
a,
were some
in
of
a
the nicknames?
message.
Do you remember?
He didn't. I don't think they listed those, but he said like people are gonna think
What a
I'm R.
weirdo.
Kelly. Lol.
I would rather be YNW Melly.
Oh,
than
1,000. That's what I mean.
Ryan.
Yeah. No, 1,000%.
He also got in
better to
front
be a
of it.
murderer.
It's kind of a smart move. Always in this age of fans, where like people still like love Chris Brown and stuff. He was
Yeah.
like, "I'm about to turn myself in, but I didn't do it." Like, of course they're trying to frame me. And then every comment's like,
Smart.
like free you, like
Oh,
don't
yeah,
worry about
absolutely.
it, like you're gonna get through this. It's a classic case.
No, I mean when you got like the XXX Tentacion fans, like you got stands, they're gonna stick by you even if you're a double murderer.
Yeah.
It's tough. The guy he killed too was YNW Sack Chaser.
Oh.
YNW sack
So there was
Yeah.
dissension
SACK,
amongst
like
Team
sack?
YNW.
SAK Chaser. I think it's about money sacks.
Okay.
Not nut
But
sacks.
that's
you
not a
never
great,
know.
There's
that's a
world
very
I'm
easy
just
double
not
entendre right
very
there.
familiar with.
This guy also, Robbie was asking me, no relation to YBN Namir. Totally
Got it.
different.
Okay.
Good to
Well,
know.
the
Totally different
YNW
sets.
crew, not great right now. Let's
He-
just say that.
he got
There's
great money.
dissension in the ranks. Is to
Could you
say the
imagine?
least.
Think about that. What if I just killed two of you guys like at Barstool? Like it was a double murder
I mean,
within
it'd be a-
Barstool.
You want to talk about page views, dude?
No, it would be
Nothing moves the needle like murder.
covered very differently.
Yeah, very differently, I think.
Very differently.
I don't know if it would work out great for us.
No.
The murderer.
Oh
I think.
no, I think it's fine.
You think so?
I don't think murder really moves the needle anymore. I think if you got
Gotta
a
be
murderer,
sexual shit.
Yeah, I think it's got to be sexual deviance. I think murder's like that's been around for so long where it's
Old
like when it
hat.
happens like the.
All right.
I think murder still plays.
You think so?
I think it's
Definitely.
murder's a pretty big deal.
No, it moves
I don't
the needle.
think so,
I
man.
couldn't disagree more.
I think that if something,
I think if Kevin murdered
What if
a
I
couple
just murdered
Barstool
like
boys,
Ellie and
it
Alana?
would-
Well, no, but
What if
I
I
don't
just
think it
murdered
would-
the girls?
I don't think it would
you
affect
imagine
the
that?
company. It would be bad for Kevin, yes. But I
Well,
don't
it would
think-
affect the company. Two people would be dead that work at the company.
Yeah, but I think it would be fine.
If I slaughtered Ellie and Alana, John, we would have problems.
It wouldn't be like Barstool Sports
bad.
has
It
a
would be
bunch of
so
murderers.
bad.
It wouldn't be if there was one like sexual thing here. That would be toxic problem at the company. One murderer, not a toxic problem at the company.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. I don't disagree with that.
We
I
do
think
exist in like
Barstool-
silos. If I was like, yo, Foreplay's been murdered, well, I don't know. Let's get in the
Right,
podcast
like-
studio. Like, I don't know.
Barstool could survive a murder scandal, even though a couple people didn't survive. Barstool couldn't survive like a sexual.
Correct.
Because then
That's
it's,
what I meant.
oh, the culture, this, that.
Yeah.
And
Jesus
think about
Christ.
this. Are you going to listen
Alright.
to this dude's next song if he gets
Yes.
out or something? Yes.
Yes.
Like, now I cannot wait to see what he does next because
100%.
he's a murderer. It's like, damn.
Superstar.
You'd read the next blog so fast.
Yes. Or Kevin's
Whereas-
like, if I did it, like during the
Oh,
trial or something.
if I did an OJ thing, if I did it,
Electric.
the wheels are turning here.
I have to find out.
The pettiest move in all of Petty. Tom Petty here from the Knicks. They've canceled Latvian night. Love this move.
Of course.
It's very rare where James Dolan's pettiness works in your favor. This is like such a James Dolan thing to just like take his ball and run home whenever somebody pisses him off. But in this case, fuck Kristaps, fuck Latvia.
This is the first like ounce of luck the Knicks have had in I don't know how long their franchise is because he was like a white Latvian. Because you can cancel that night. No
Imagine
problem.
we're gonna cancel Black Heritage Month.
Right? No one gives a fuck about Latvian.
That's
night.
very true.
That's funny.
That
if,
is
if
very
you're a
true.
franchise player who like asked to be traded or whatever the hell the situation is, if you're a franchise player who like asked to get out of town, who was anything else
Yeah.
other than a Latvian dude,
Yeah, that's very
like,
true.
You're fucked. You can't cancel that night.
Yep.
But here you can get petty as fuck, and everyone's like, "That's
Who cares
fine.
about like why do we even have
In
a
fact,
Latvian night in the first place?
even
Only
when I
because
was-
of this guy.
when I was
Right,
reading
like
the-
that's what I
So-
was just saying. Like, I can't even believe they were going to have a
No,
Latvian night.
it was strictly for Kristaps. He's gone, so that's gone.
When I was reading this last night, I thought it was saying Latin night. And
Right,
the comment
that's
escaped.
gonna be a
And
problem.
Even then, I was like, oh boy,
Yeah.
canceling Latin night in New
Yeah, you
York.
don't want
that's
that.
no bueno.
You don't want that
You don't want
smoke.
that smoke.
Yeah.
No, that's a problem. But yeah, Latvia night. Like, yeah.
See you later.
Who gives a
Peace out,
fuck about
Latvia.
Latvia,
You
I
had,
see
you had a
offense to
moment
Latvia.
here in this city. People cared about Latvia. Clem went there. You had the flag up. You had a moment. It's over. Fuck you.
My favorite, that video is a classic.
Excuse me, we're from America. Would you mind answering a couple questions about Porzingis? Where'd you get that jacket from?
Я очень люблю хоккей здесь, потому что хочу за тебя, за него. Потому что Динамо Рига выиграет сегодня у СКА, Москву обыграли, и будем мы чемпионами, понимаешь?
Yep, exactly. Porzingis or Porzingis?
But the behind the scenes of that video when Clem has night terrors,
Oh, it's the best.
and he would just wake Hank up every night screaming
Screaming.
in an Eastern European
We talked about that
country.
yesterday on the radio because I revealed that I've had sleep paralysis before.
Oh.
I feel like a lot of people here have had that.
Yeah.
I think Smitty's talked about it before. That sounds like the most terrifying shit in the history of the
I
world.
didn't-
It's happened to me
believe it
twice.
until
Kate-
recently.
I was talking. Kate said it happened to her one time, but I've had it before where I wake up, I can't open my eyes, I can't move a single muscle. I'm just awake, laying there, I can't move. Lying there, I guess, can't move.
I have
I'd
the,
kill myself.
I have
You
kind of
can't,
the,
Kevin. You can't do
Afterwards,
it.
I'm like, I can't ever have that happen again.
Well, no, because afterwards you're pumped. You're like, I'm back. I can move. This
How
is
long
great.
does it last?
So it totally varies. Mine, I think, was at least like 30 to 60 minutes.
Oh my.
Oh my God! I thought you were gonna say seconds.
Dude, I'm trying to move for like
60 minutes?
a half hour at least.
Holy shit! I
That's-
actually would kill myself.
No, dude, it sucks.
Oh my God! I
It
thought this was like
stinks.
2 minutes max.
Yeah, that's.
People are like, man, that's terrifying. Yeah, it's called
You know,
And
fucking
it feels
the
like you
worst
have like
part
a
is?
pressure on your chest, right? It feels like there's like a ghost.
I
in the
didn't
room or
feel any of
whatever.
that. You start to get severe anxiety because nothing
not
is working,
move.
and you're thinking like, all right, I'm alert. I can hear what's going on. I can't see anything, and I fucking can't move.
I'd get married, right? I wouldn't kill myself. I'd get married right away.
Yeah, just have a girl by
So
your
this
side.
guy-
someone else's
Guy
job.
called in yesterday. He said the trick is try to move your nose up and down like you're smelling something funky. Apparently, that's like the trigger.
Really? In,
So that's my move if I.
You can't even check Twitter.
Yeah.
how boring
When was
that
the last
is?
time
Move.
you just laid there for an hour
Oh,
straight?
I mean, never. I've never done that.
It stinks. Let me tell you, it's a bummer.
I have the opposite.
It's a
I
bummer.
wake up with such a panic that like I did it just last night. I wake up in such a panic, I get like the bed shaking because I can feel my heartbeat.
Well, you're
That's
a
not a
lunatic.
great sign.
You're a
It's
not-
psychopath.
It's not good either. No.
No, that's bad.
All right, we got this chick in a Jeep. Guys are throwing snowballs at her car, so she just tries to run him over. Gets out of the car and then gets fucking rocked with the snowball.
Oh my God.
You got motherfucking got it inside my fucking car. Get the fuck up.
Tries to continue fighting. I mean, it's a snowball. Okay,
Not an equal and
vehicular
opposite
homicide.
reaction.
Yeah, right.
No.
Right. That was. You came over the top pretty hardcore there with trying to like run someone over with
Yeah,
a
it's
car.
snowball too. Snowball's fun.
Yeah, it's not gonna like
Snowball's,
break anything. It's not gonna ruin anything.
For the most part, snowball's like fun and festive. I guess the only time that I would think.
I wouldn't like it if someone was throwing them at my car.
No,
Like,
and I
I
was-
mean, I would my car, the fucking car. Might as
Right.
well, I am driving a bulletproof vehicle.
Yeah.
As far as snowballs are concerned.
And whatever.
The fuck do I give a shit?
Yeah.
Then again, I was like, we just did a whole show yesterday a while about how we got office fatigue and all that. But I think of like the snowball fight that Dwight and Jim got into. That was like pretty vicious.
That was a tough one.
Like those snowballs, that they were
that's-
throwing
yeah.
like ice balls that I don't know, like that might fuck your car up.
That's different than the car. I mean, who hasn't thrown snowballs in a car? Like you have to be such an asshole to get
fireballs.
mad about this. Like you didn't have like a child. Like I would just keep driving.
Yeah.
Just keep driving.
I think
like
that
little-
that lady was pissed off about something before people started throwing
Definitely.
snowballs.
I think that was the straw that broke
There's
the
no
camel's
doubt
back.
about that.
That snowball fight thing was probably her boyfriend's fault. That guy probably got yelled at.
Yeah.
No
I'm gonna run these motherfuckers over who are throwing harmless snowballs at me.
We got this guy who runs a sporting goods store, took all of the Nike gear out because fuck Colin Kaepernick in his mind. Promptly went out of business.
Look,
Whoops.
people like Nike. Like
Yeah,
that's really
they-
what
they
it comes
really
down
do.
to. If you're into sporting goods and like sporting, you're gonna rock the swoosh. That's just what
Every
you're gonna do.
time, man.
Looks great. Their
Do you
gear's
think
great.
that there are people out there who are like, I'm boycotting Nike that are sitting around now like, I really want to buy like these new
Of
Jordans
course.
or these
The-
new...
all those
Like,
Nike
have they
boycotts
caved, you think?
lasted moments.
You don't think anybody's still going strong?
I don't even believe in those things for real, like
Yeah.
those internet things, like flushing your shoes down your toilet or whatever it is they do. Same thing with like
Yeah.
lighting jerseys on fire. Like you're not actually.
you're doing that
I
for
guess I
the-
just can't comprehend that level of emotion towards something like that. Like,
Inanimate fucking
yeah, I'm just like, I
brands.
don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
Or none of them are taking their number one shoes, like their daily go-to
No,
shoes.
of course
But,
not.
Like everybody's got fucking 5 pair of shoes in your closet you haven't worn in 2 years.
Right.
So they're all burning those Nikes. Like sweet, dude.
I mean, it would be impossible to run a store like that. Like, you could go into any Olympia, fucking like Dick's, Sports Authority, which I think shut down. I think most of these have shut down, so we could be like
Shout out
just
to
giving
Modell's.
credit to Kaepernick here when it's just like sporting goods stores are closing everywhere. Like they just don't exist anymore. Like this little mom and pop shop in Denver, and Kaepernick's getting credit for shutting it down. Like, it's just like.
Like it was literally already losing money every month.
Yeah, and granted, not great running a business if you're really just barely making ends meet, and you're like,
Yo.
that's it, I'm getting Nike out of here.
If you like, this is keeping it real goes wrong. This guy thought he was so like fucking smart, tough, and cool, and it's just like, well, now you lost your life.
Especially like maybe you could pull this off in like, I don't even know, like I don't know, some bum fucking Alabama, but like Colorado is pretty progressive,
right?
If you,
And how do you let it go out of business? Like month 1 goes by, month 2 goes by. I think you're like, all right, we're gonna put Nike back in.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna lose my job otherwise.
Yeah.
Dude just committed to it.
I would say after a month, you flood that place with Nike stuff.
Yeah.
Should be
Start
falling out of
selling like the
fucking doors.
Kaepernick 7s, fucking like have Kaepernick like the mannequin taking knees. Like I would fully embrace Kaepernick.
It's Valentine's Day for the after show.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys aren't wearing red.
I mean, did anybody else? Not even the girls, man.
I can't wear
Not
red.
even the
Red
girls.
washes me out. Don't have the face for red.
I like red.
No,
I
more of
think I can pull
a
off red.
neutral color guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the black. Black like
A lot
my
of
heart.
black going on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, dark.
Definitely, that's definition of really dark black.
Ellie and the Schnitheads are having their meetup, so you can go hang out with them at Ainsworth. And what are you doing for Valentine's Day, John?
I'm not doing anything. Selling Thursday boots.
A limited run restock of the Olive Barstool Boot 2. Get them in the Barstool store once they're gone.
Oh, you know what
That's
we
it, they're
do on
gone.
after show? Is Chef here? Chef pulled the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life today.
This was a
Wait,
move.
craziest thing you've ever seen in your life?
I mean,
Wow,
it's
you know,
it's hyperbole.
it's it's Barstool Sports, Riggs. Sometimes we exaggerate.
But
Well, I just was trying to clarify.
so we had the Super Troopers guys. We did an interview with them.
Okay.
And it came out. We do like Answer the Internet. Chef pulled him aside, and I made like that's why I wanted to ask him. Like maybe he knows them or something like that, and just started showing him highlights of his Rough and Rowdy fight.
They were like on a tight. They were like, all right, we got a few minutes left, and I just heard him being like, yeah, check, like first round knockout, man. It's
Like
like,
just went up and just started showing him like it was. We were trying to hustle things through here, and pulls him aside to show him his Rough and Rowdy fight. It's the most absurd thing I've ever seen.
it was a
God,
move.
apparently.
Look, that's probably the best moment of Chef's life. So I guess if you're gonna show
but it
something
begs the
off to
question,
people,
like, is he doing that to everybody?
Like, who goes up to random celebrities to show them your amateur boxing fight?
Like you're extremely, extremely amateur boxing clips.
It was the wildest thing I've seen in a while in this office.
I gotta say,
Tommy's loving it over there.
It really is.
I mean, that's incredible. That's just. You're right.
standing
That's
there,
one of the most incredible things
I
ever.
didn't even know what to do. I wanted to be like, yo, Chef, like we gotta come on, get the fuck out of here. But I was so dumbfounded. I was like, oh, okay.
What was their
all right.
reaction? Did they have a reaction?
Afterwards,
said
he asked to
something
take a
like-
picture with them, and they were like, just don't punch us.
Yeah, they played along with it.
But, like, I don't know if, as far as I know, they're not MMA guys. We did a little research for this thing. MMA never popped up, or fighting never popped up.
He just dapped it up
He
with
just,
them and
he just
whipped out
went
the
for,
phone.
was like, yo, check out this fight I just got in.
He's got to be doing that to everyone. Does he walk down the street and just show people?
Hey you,
around the
hey you,
street?
hey you. Stuck in an elevator with someone? Check it out. Beat this guy up.
Look at this. I was just in a fucking boxing match against a Twitter troll.
Duncan orders a coffee, turns his phone around.
Check
By
it
the way,
Like, it was insane.
Listen, he's getting the brand out there, I guess.
I love that. I mean, I'm obsessed with that. That's great. I'm an even bigger fan of Chef now. That's awesome.
All right, that's the rundown. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy V-Day. There's some red.
See. Listen, Chef knows he's got to knock him out quick. Oh, man, this is a bigger mismatch side.
There it is.
And that's it. And that's exactly